the second. He scores!
I think we got a really good group again. I think that last year was a big step in changing how guys thought and things like that, and trying to get an identity back or gain one in terms of respect in the league, things like that. So now we have to build on that. We have to it's with a different cast of players, but it's still in place. And hey, we brought in top players. You know what? You brought in a Stanley Cup champion, and I'm not old school in the belief that that's just dead on true. You see it over and over. You need goalie, you need defense, we need centerman, and I think Brad did an awesome job bringing in Naz and the boys from Florida. So I think we've done a really good job, and we're in a good place.
Does that take some work now in terms of integrating them in, as you mentioned, or does that happen fast?
No, it's the same thing. We talked about this last summer. We brought in 7 guys, and we're probably doing that again. So it takes time, and our guys have been awesome this summer. Though we asked them to really work on the things that we talked about them working on, and as individuals, they've done a really good job of that. So the next part is the new guys coming in and being part of it and feeling as tight as they did this past season. There was, say what you want, that was as close a team as you can play on, and we'll do the same thing again.
Well, and I imagine communication over the summer, that's a big part of it, checking in on guys, and you've always been good about that, but that's part of building on that, right?
Yep, I think it's very, very important. I think with all the technology we have now and the size of staffs, if as much as we like to get away and be by ourselves and things like that, it's very easy to touch base. I do it lots on Sundays. I'll reach out to 10 guys or 7, 8 guys, or the centermen or the wingers or the defensemen, or the guys in Sweden, and pretty soon you got them. You've touched base with everybody. You know what's going on with their families, and so I think that's really important. It used to be hockey was the season and then it was over, but I think the hockey part of it, the business part of it, because of the financial part of it, the training part of it, I think it's pretty much around the year. It's the whole 365 now.
Yeah, and just one last one for me, and that's just kind of as you're playing around with those depth charts, and I'd imagine coaches, you have those endless discussions about what things can look like and possible projections, but does that kind of get the blood going again for the fall when you can start to look at some different combinations and see it kind of forming together?
Yeah, sort of, but to me it's still the message when guys left last spring, not knowing what was what you never know because of free agency, what kind of team you're going to have, or the way the cap is in today's world. But what the message was leaving last year was those guys are in that 23 to 28-year-old age group. They had to improve. They all had career years. Now they had to get a little bit better for us. And so that's what the team's about. It's not envisioning who's going to play with who. I'm looking forward to seeing if they made the next steps. Those the kids that had good years.